Up next is the storytelling. I hope you enjoyed the previous segment. Storytelling is a segment where we tell you guys stories, and I hope you guys will all enjoy.
Good morning. Good morning. I can't hear you guys. Good morning.
Good morning.
Are you guys having a good day?
Yes.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Great. So this morning I am going to introduce to you guys my first book, and it is titled, can you guys read it with me?
Life's little magical formulas.
Can we go a bit louder?
Life's little magical formulas.
Great. And can you guys tell me who's it by?
By Zoya.
Great. So my name is Zoya, and today I am going to tell you a little bit about my book. So are you guys ready?
Yes.
Are you comfortable?
Yes.
Okay, so if you can hear me, one hand up. And if you can see me, the other hand up. And we're going to stretch, okay? You're going to try touching the roof. Can you touch the roof? Okay, great. So hands back down. So my story, my book is actually about 5 short stories. Who likes reading? Hands up. One hand up. Who likes to read? Do you know what these animals are known as? Who said the big 5? Who said the big 5? Oh, good girl. High five. Good girl. High five. Did you also say high five? High five. Great. Okay. So these animals are known as the big 5, okay? We have the lion, the leopard, the elephant, the buffalo, and the rhino. And each animal is going to tell you one story. And the story is about one value. So one of my stories is about respect. Alewe, the leopard, tells us about respect, okay? So what we're going to do is, we're going to start the story about Bakai, the buffalo. But before that, I want you guys to look at the giraffe. Can you guys see the giraffe?
Yes.
So I want you all to meet Eshe the giraffe. Eshe the giraffe. And Eshe is the narrator. The stories happen in one night around one big bonfire when all of the animals are eating marshmallows. So close your eyes. Imagine you're eating marshmallows. And you're drinking hot chocolate, okay? So the introduction. I'm going to read to you. Okay, introduction. My name is Eshe, and I am a giraffe living in a land called Masai Mara. We have all been told many a time that sharing is caring. So I am going to share with you my 5 friends' stories. Once upon a time in the magical land of Masai Mara, there lived 5 animal friends, and each had a very important story to tell. What began as a day just like any other in these beautiful surroundings ended as anything but that. The evening sky looked like pink cotton candy floss, and as night began to fall, the stars in the sky sparkled as though a pot of glitter had been spilled onto a black canvas. Against the backdrop of the dark clouds, the leaves on the trees danced in rhythm to the music of the wind, while the eyes of the animals glowed in the dark. When night fell, all the animals would gather around a big bonfire, which always burned brightly. The deep orange flames waved high, and from a distance it looked as though horses were swiftly galloping across the sky. The best part about gathering around the bonfire every night was the yummy toasted marshmallows and hot chocolate that all the animals ate and drank together. Tonight was different because 5 of the most dangerous and biggest animals of the land were going to share life's little magical formulas. The night was going to be special as we were about to find out how to make our lives magical. So are you guys ready to listen to Bakai's story? And who remembers who is Bakai? The elephant, the buffalo?
Buffalo.
The buffalo. And who remembers what Bakai tells us about? Yeah?
Being kind.
Being kind. So before we go further, I want you guys to do a little activity with me. I want you to put your hands up. And I want you to tuck in your fingers and just leave your pinky fingers up. Can you see that? Okay. I want you then to lock your two pinky fingers together. Have you locked them?
Yes.
Have you locked them?
Yes.
And this is called the promise of kindness. Can you guys say it with me? It's also called pinky promise, but today we're going to call it the promise of kindness. Okay, so what are we going to do? Can we say it together?
Promise of kindness.
So let's do it again and say promise of kindness.
Promise of kindness.
And a little bit louder.
Promise of kindness.
Great. Before we go further, I want to do a little poem with you. So every story of mine has a poem at the end of the chapter, okay? So who's going to volunteer? Who likes to read? You volunteered. Okay, I want you to do this with me. So guys, me and Luca are going to read together, and what you guys are going to do is you're going to follow us, okay? So are you guys listening to Luca?
Yes.
Okay, great.
By sharing and giving, we show care.
We show we care.
We show we care. In helping our family and friends, know that we will always be there.
Great, good boy, high five. Can we clap for Luca? Okay. And what we're going to do is, we're going to say it together. So are you ready? Okay. By sharing and giving, we show we care. In helping, our family and friends, know that we will always be there. Great, okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to listen to the story of Bakai the buffalo. Bakai the buffalo, the promise of kindness. Safiri had shared the second magical formula, and now it was time for Bakai the buffalo to share the third one. Bakai was the kindest animal living in these lands. Bakai, 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 called Safiri. The animals were wondering where Bakai was, but continued to wait patiently while Makia and I, Eshe the narrator, went to find her. Bakai, like all the other buffaloes, loved the water, and so we went to look for her at the nearby waterhole. She had covered herself in mud as she tried to hide herself in the shallow end of the waterhole. From a distance, all that could be seen, can you see? Were her two bright pink ribbon bows that were tied on each of her. Malkiah asked Bakai, "Why are you hiding?" Bakai slowly came out of the mud hollow and told us that she was nervous to stand before all the animals and tell her story. Malkiah then explained to Bakai, "We all have fears, and sometimes we hide so that we do not have to do the things we are scared of doing. It is up to you to be brave and face your fears by doing that which makes you nervous, or hide and allow your fears to stop you from achieving your goal. Start to believe in yourself, and you will no longer have any fears to hold you back." These kind words gave Bakai the confidence to go to the bonfire to tell her story. Close your eyes. We're at the bonfire. Okay, we're having our marshmallows, gummy bears, popcorn, chocolate, pizza if you want, and you're drinking hot chocolate. So at the bonfire, Bakai walked towards the bonfire, and as she got closer, she remembered what Malkiah had said to her. This gave her the strength to face her fear, and so she began to tell her story. Always remember that sharing is caring. And the best way to show kindness is by sharing with and helping those in need. Each day choose to be kind. Everyone was listening quietly to Bakai when all of a sudden there was a loud rumble. Bakai paused. Her stomach was grumbling because she was hungry. Every night at the bonfire, each animal was given one big bowl of marshmallows, and that night Bakai had not eaten hers because she had been hiding at the waterhole. Hearing her stomach growling, Malkia brought Bakai her bowl. Bakai took it and said, what do you think she said when she took it?
Thank you.
Great, good. Thank you. Would you like to have some of my marshmallows with me? Malkia replied, thank you, Bakai. You are very kind to share your marshmallows with me. She took a few in her mouth and then returned to sit beside Safiri. Who remembers who is Safiri? Great, good. Munch, munch, munch. Bakai finished her bowl of marshmallows. She then continued to tell her story. Make a promise of, should we do it together?
Kindness.
So should we say it together? Make a promise of kindness. Each day try to be kind and share your food or your toys when you play. If at school your friend forgets their reading book or pencil case at home, share yours with them. Remember, in doing kind things for others, you will feel better and happier because your acts of kindness would have taken away their worries and made them happier. Bakai the buffalo. Did you guys enjoy that?
Yes.
Thumbs up if you did. And thumbs really high up if you really did.